Happy Friday, everyone. We are the 4th of April. I can't believe we're already in April. So we'll hop right into today's work. I received an email at the 11th hour of someone who's dear to me asking for help. So this is something that you can do for yourself as well. If you have a personal issue or something, a hurt, a pain, whether that be a physical pain that you're going through or something within your life that you need help shifting, and you're not quite sure if you would like a full session yet, you just kind of want to give this a go. I charge $30. You can, for $30 donation, you can come in and send me an email and have your issue addressed here during the world session. So today I received an email from someone who's close to me, and she's asking if she's been suffering with headaches and migraines for the last 2 weeks. And she said, could you help me out? So here we are. So this session is going to be good for everyone. Your body mind will take what it needs and it'll leave the rest. So in this work, there's no harm that can be done. And we are going to be dealing with relieving stress and tension from headaches and migraines. Now, I know that this is something that I can relate to. I used to suffer migraines in weekly. They're brutal, and once it gets a hold, it's very hard to shift the pain from migraine. So for all of those headache and migraine sufferers out there, this is for you. For anyone who's feeling brain fog, this is for you. For anyone who just needs a little bit of TLC and wants to improve brain function, this is for you. So ultimately for everyone. Okay, first thing what I'm being brought to is the corpus callosum. The corpus callosum sits right there, right through the midbrain, and it's really congested and it's quite porous. It's not holding very well structurally. It's kind of, I almost see it as Swiss cheese. So this would impede proper left brain functioning. I could feel almost like there's these parasites and these microparasites that are feeding off a few things within the brain. So one of those things is you have to look at your nutrition. What are you feeding your body? If your body is full of sugar, if it's more acid, so we want a nice alkaline body. So you can drink alkalized water. So you can either do that with apple cider vinegar or even adding some lemon or some lime to your water. You don't need a lot, and that'll help to neutralize the acidity within your body. So this is what we're doing. We're bringing focus to that corpus callosum, which needs to be flexible but not porous, so that the whole brain is working well together. The corpus callosum is just kind of mushy. So we've got microparasites and parasites in here and fungus. So candida. Candida is fed by sugar. So breads, carbs, processed food, refined sugars. So if you're eating sugar, it would be better to do whole sugars, fruit. Whew, there's a breath there. So fruit, even if you have a sweet tooth, that's okay, but in moderation. So maple syrup is great. So maple syrup, but not the corn syrup, real true Canadian maple syrup. I'm very blessed to be living in Canada. It's one of our staples here. I love to drizzle some maple syrup on top of my breakfast in the morning, just a little bit, a teaspoon, or some unpasteurized honey. So, but if you have babies, do not feed unpasteurized honey or any kind of honey to your toddlers. No honey for anyone under the age of 1 year old. A little bit of honey on top with some whole foods. So, what is a whole food? So, we're doing this for the corpus callosum. What is a whole food? So, proteins, nothing in a box ultimately. Well, processed food, not in a box. So you can have noodles in a box, but you'd want to limit the amount of starches, potatoes, fried potatoes, just getting in, helping that body to become less acidic. So we're running a body chemistry to a few things through this corpus callosum. We're running it body chemistry. So you can go ahead and do this. You can take, if your fingers are clean, go ahead and put some saliva into your belly button. And we're running a body chemistry to candida, an overgrowth of sugar, which is creating mold in the body. So, woof, there's already a big release there. So, candida, parasites, and microparasites. So, this is not washing your hand. For example, you can go out and touch something and not wash your hands before you eat, or you scratch your face, and then it just happens. But if you have a strong immune system, there it is again. If you have a strong immune system, it gets rid of it before it could do any damage. So we're running parasites and microparasites within that corpus callosum. I'm going to also do a flush there, so a hydration method. So if you have any water you can take a nice sip of water. If you don't, I've just done it for you. To hydrate that corpus callosum, we need to be well hydrated. Now, hydration comes from water. So saying, well, Monica, I drink coffee. Okay, well, you can drink coffee. And I think having a cup of coffee or two during the day is great. It's full of antioxidants, but that cannot be your only source of hydration. You actually need water. So it's coming up here as black tea could be a little bit high on the pesticides. So if you are going to drink black tea, make sure that it's organic and pesticide free. Microplastics are also coming up as a problem here, and it's clogging up the brain. We don't want these microplastics clogging things up, especially in the brain. So how am I going to do this? Okay, we're going to do this through, oh, not even a hydration. Okay, we're gonna bring in sacred geometry here through the brain, specifically the corpus callosum. I gotta retract a little bit because it feels like the body's already doing a lot. So I'm doing ICU on microplastics and I need to retract a little bit. I need to retract. So just as an ICU, bringing in that honeycomb, some sacred geometry, just to hold them for now, because it's not quite ready to tackle the microplastics. And we've got another issue coming in here of anger. Now, there's a lot of thoughts about anger. I shouldn't feel angry. I shouldn't feel what I'm feeling. Feeling anger is bad. If I'm angry, I'm aggressive. If I'm angry, then I'm mean. All of these thoughts about anger. And the suppression of it causes like a tempest in a teapot, a stuffing down anger, stuffing down anger. Well, what ends up happening when you stuff something enough? Well, then it pops. So we have to do a circulation of chi through that liver and gallbladder meridians so that the anger is moving through your body without getting stuck in thinking. There's no need to think about anger. I think about it. It's just a feeling. It's an emotion that runs through your body. Why do you have to think about? I don't. You sit there and think about how sad you're feeling. Well, then that's also a pathology. And if you're having an experience of joy, do you sit down and think, oh my God, I'm feeling so joyful. I am so happy. And you think about joy, or do you just have the experience of joy? Same thing with grief. At any time there's a thought attached to what you're experiencing, anytime there's a thought attached to the emotion, they go pathological and they come out in unhealthy behaviors. So sadness, when it goes unhealthy, it comes out as whiny. When there's a dysfunction within anger, it can come out as aggressive or cruel. So this is also towards you. If there's thinking around grief, you could become very more than depressed. It's like the small violin of life, the small violin of life playing your sad song. If it's pathological grief, you can go into self-pity through there. If there's pathological fear, so fear plus thinking, then that goes into paranoia. Right? So they come out in these unhealthy behaviors. Emotions are always moving through you. It's like an ocean. Sometimes it's calm, sometimes the tides pick up, sometimes they go down, sometimes it's rough, sometimes it's pleasant. If it's the depth of emotions. When you start to stuff them down and say what your experience is wrong, well, you're gonna pop your head. So my face is itchy. Oh, my skin is so itchy. So we're going to anchor to the heart an individuation of the filters around. Specifically, we're using anger in the sense, but all emotions off of the skin. We're doing it off of anything else? Nope. So this is the skin. Okay. Anchoring that to the heart to individuate filters off of the sense of touch, both physical and subtle, in regards to the emotion of anger. Oh, I've calmed down quite a bit. I just felt like I just want to be quiet now. So is there anything left to do? Oh, the corpus callosum looks really nice and clean now. There's a big release. One place we do need to go is to the gut. We need to clean up that gut. It's need to clean up the gut. So cleaning up food intake, water, and also being mindful of what you're ingesting and the space from which you're coming from when you're ingesting something. So when you're eating food and it's like automatic robot, just eating whatever comes to you, it's like I just say, I am a robot. I am a robot. And most of us are when we're stuck in habitual thinking, when we're stuck in habit. It's like we're not running the show. It's very robotic. It's repeating the same old. And it's like a robot. So becoming mindful and present, really present with yourself when you're eating. So one of the worst things to do is eat and work. It's too much for the stomach to digest. Just eat. Just eat. Just work. Just rest. And I'm saying just not because it's lesser than. I'm saying just as in only eat, only rest, only work when you're doing that thing. Now, it's not only like only do that, but it's just stay here with one thing at a time. Then we need to do to check in on vitamins. So a lot of us are vitamin depraved or deprived. So vitamin D, vitamin C, we've got some folate that needs to come in. So your leafy greens, and you can do all of this. You can repair the gut with vitamin D. Vitamin D has over 400 functions of the body. So if you're not getting enough sun, most of us don't get enough sun. I'm right here in front of the screen. This is not, even though society has shifted and we're moved into being a more sedentary or working in offices, but this is not the way our function, the body has not changed in many years. You go back 300 years, you can tell it's a human. It's not like we had gills on the sides of our heads. We still looked like we do now. The functioning and biology of our body has not shifted so dramatically. We still need sun, so early to rest, early to rise. This brings us in conjunction or in sync with the moon and the sun. Really important to take those sunglasses off with the sun. I've tried this for myself. I've stopped wearing sunglasses and now my eyes are less sensitive and the vitamin D can come in through my eyes. And I get this is how one of the ways we get vitamin D is through the eyes. Sunglasses is one of the biggest hoaxes. Now, I'm not saying stop wearing sunglasses. Please do as you need for your body. I'm saying simply for myself, what I have experienced is that my eyes are less light sensitive. And vitamin D comes in through the eyes and it comes in through our pores, but we're not outside to get enough vitamin D for it to be stored within the liver and have that metabolic function happening. So we need to take supplements. But food, whole foods, whole grains, clean water, whole sugars within fruit and vegetables, and good protein, healthy proteins. We keep this body healthy, and we're not as active as we used to be. So the sedentary lifestyle impacts us greatly. It impacts the bones, the fascia, the structure of our bodies need to do, even if it's just one movement, even if it's just a walk around the block to start, need to start moving the body so the lymphatic system can drain, the circulation is good. You can start losing excess weight if there's too much weight. I know that I've done this for myself. Started 7-minute yoga. I just 7 minutes. And it felt so good. But 7 minutes or 5 minutes is better than 0 minutes. And each day it is compound interest, so to speak, for your body. It's compound interest in a good way, in a healthy way. 7 minutes and 7 minutes and 7 minutes. And then you'll notice slowly over time with shifting. So this is also working with the neural plasticity of the brain and the neuroplasticity of the gut brain to start shifting out of I am a robot and just doing things out of habit to becoming mindful about and more mindful, more present with the choices that you're making so that the dysfunctions are not running the show within your whole body. Oh, 7 minutes, 7 minutes, 7 minutes, 7 minutes. And then be like, oh my gosh, 7 minutes comes so easily. I'm more flexible. I could feel stronger. And then it can go to, ooh, maybe 9 minutes or 10 minutes. And then slowly you'll start noticing the shifts within your body, within your mind, and then also a lessening of toxicity within the whole body. Okay. That's a little throbby. So I'm going to link the three brains together, linking the head brain to the heart brain to the gut brain, and running a seedry on each of those points of communication. So none of the brains are being ignored. All right. I hope this helps. Please let me know how you're feeling. I would love to hear from all of you. Please go ahead, like, share, and subscribe. And let's get this healing out to the world. And if you'd like to have your own issues attended to, or if you'd like to work with me privately, I'll go ahead and link all of my contact information in the description. And I will see you all next week.